Hello, kia ora, namaste, maluelele, bulavanaka, talofa lava, and welcome to the 2022 New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament, coming to you live from the Colmar Sports Centre in Papatoetoe, Auckland. I am Brad Pittman and we'll be bringing you all the action here from Finals Day and the medal matches here Easter Monday in New Zealand. It's the day all of our teams have been working towards, with medals, pride and bragging rights on the line here. New Zealand Heritage Hockey has brought you non-stop action over Easter weekend, and today promises to be no different. Anything can happen in finals hockey, and as our teams give it everything they have left in the tank, you can throw the form books and the scripts out. Second game up today is the men's bronze medal match between the Heritage Barbarians and the New Zealand Indians. Both teams will be disappointed to not be in the final today after strong tournaments and will want to finish with their best foot forward. Both teams had everything to play for yesterday in their games, but unfortunately came up short in their efforts, which puts them here in the bronze medal match. The Indian men have returned in 2022 with a young team, but are creating plenty of development and opportunities for their players. They'll want to bounce back after yesterday's defeat to New Zealand Pacifica. The Heritage Barbarians have been the excitement package of the tournament, with their innate ability to attack with pace from anywhere on the park. The key matchup I'm looking forward to, though, is at the set-piece time, where Dylan Muggleston has been lethal for the Heritage Barbarians from the penalty corner bracket, and it's Nitish Sukkar who takes penalty corner for the Indian men's side, both with extreme ability to score goals from the set-piece. I'm joined in commentary today via international video link by Alpesh Puna, former New Zealand men's player and legend in the New Zealand Indian hockey community. Welcome back, Alpi. It's great to have you here.
Yeah.
Bronze medal match between the Indians and the Barbarians. What are you looking forward to most in this game?
I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to be the smartest. You know, there's tired legs, 3 days of pretty intense hockey. Now, both teams are also disappointed about missing out on the gold medal match. But there's still a lot to play for. And I guess tired legs, plus that, we're only in, you can take, we're only in the bronze medal match. And it's easy to be demotivated or something. But however, I know when you're playing tournaments, you always want to win that last game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're playing for 3rd, 15th, or whatever position. You just want to win your last game. And so hopefully, as a result of that, we get a little bit of skill, a little bit of smart, some entertainment, and I'm pretty sure with the tired legs, we're also just going to see the ball do the work a whole lot more than we have in the earlier games. So yeah, hopefully it's a great, open, entertaining game.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see both teams go through their final preparations here, it'll be the Indian men in the white strip, the Heritage Barbarians in the black, as the captains go through their toss and we check out the Indian men's side. They've had their ups and downs over the weekend, and they'll be disappointed, like we said, not to have returned to the men's final after success last year, but there will be a huge amount of pride on the line anytime you play for your culture and your country. That's always there. They are fast and they're flary when they attack, but they'll rely heavily on the expertise of Nitish Sukkar and Alex Dio in defence. The other I've been impressed with is Saj Patel and Hiranmani going forward. When they link up and go forward with passing as opposed to just carrying, they look really dangerous, and that's something that we'll look forward to. They are, of course, coached again by Yogesh Hari. The Heritage Barbarians, they've uncovered some real gems over the weekend in key Dylan Muggleston, but of course guys like Charles Cleal, young Caleb Williamson, Luke Holmes is back out here today, as is Vinny O'Connor. And they'll have to be on their game if they're to break through this Indian defensive wall and put their names on the bronze medal for Heritage Hockey 2022. They're coached by Clive Daniels. Now, Alpesh, you talk about trying to play smart here. We need these teams to not try and overrun or overplay their hand. There is going to be a lot of pride on the line, so they'll want to play with passion, but it's who can manage that the best out here today.
Yeah, I think so. And I also think it's a chance for the players to express themselves. They've been coached for a little while, I imagine, intense team meetings and all that over this last few days. Right. Let's take that on board, but the players take some responsibility as well for to make decisions on the field. You know, how, a coach can't do everything for them. The players got to just, look, something's not on, something's not working, I'm a little bit tired or something, but just make decisions on the fly. And I think as a coach, you actually want to see your players grow. You want to see them making these decisions as they go, because to me that shows them developing and taking on board what the coach is actually telling them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about putting these young players into positions to grow, and no better than matches like this where, like you say, legs are probably tired. There's not much more the coach can do other than expect these guys to play their hardest, but let the ball do the movement. And we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, and
just playing smart hockey.
And if you want to become even better, you've got to put yourself under pressure, right? Put yourself in situations when you're under a bit of pressure. So you've got, tight. Yeah, it is. Fourth game, you're tired, you're disappointed, something. Well, no, there is a bit of pressure on. So let's see how these guys react.
Yeah, will be the Indian men here with first possession of the ball. Nitish Sukha, as he has done so often, just opting the aerial assault to open up the match, and he finds Saj Patel there going forward for the Indians. He's got Brett Menezes on the inside, Hiran Mani up in front of him. He wins the free hit there, does Saj Patel, just attacks the edge of the circle and gets his first entry. The Indians starting hot here. And it is Saj Patel on a fantastic little finish. Okay. It got scrappy there across the front of the goal, and I thought he could have shot a little earlier, but he gets there in the end, and he does flick one up over the outstretched arm there of Isaac Hallam in goal for the Heritage Barbarians. As we see this replay here, bit of individual brilliance sparking the start of the game here. Alpish, it's Saj Patel just working his way around the circle.
Well, I think that kind of skill can't be coached, right? Pretty awesome. And if this is a sign of things to come, we're in for quite an entertaining game.
Yeah, we can see already here the Heritage Barbarians pushing right back up in the press straight away. Yeah. This is going to get open pretty quickly, I think. Yeah,
sort of like going to be a bit of like basketball.
It's Kishan Nasai there being harassed on the edge of the circle by a couple of Heritage Barbarians, but he does enough to earn the free hit, and away they will go through Nitish Sukha with another aerial ball. Well taken under control there by Jordan Whittleston for the Heritage Barbarians. And this is Dylan Muggleston, who I spoke about, just getting the ball on the outside there of Alex Dio. As mentioned, it's Isaac Hallam in goal for the Heritage Barbarians side today. Goalkeeper Rowan Bazadenhout taking the first quarter from the bench. That's the Heritage Barbarians here with their opportunity with the free hit just outside the circle, where the Indians made the most of theirs just moments ago. And Muggleston rolls the ball back to Shah and gets the ball back, does Tom Shah. It's good work there by Brett Menezes for the Indians. Just does enough there, to earn himself a free hit and relieve a little bit of pressure. But the Barbarians sit in a high press there.
The pace is down from earlier, which is understandable. I think though the intensity when of the guys around the ball, or when you're on the ball, is still going to be pretty high. And you can see it. You can see it. Like the guys around the ball are working pretty hard. It's just off the ball is we're a little bit sluggish, but well. Hopefully the guys get into their work and just actually think a bit smarter, be in the right positions.
Yeah, this is Alex Dio coming forward here for the Indians. He is linking up there with Milan Patel. We've got both Milan and Saj Patel playing in the midfield there at the moment for the Indians. This is Dio on the ball. He's also got Nasai in the midfield, but it's Ishan Patel up the front there who's received The ball trying to link up there with Milan Patel. And Tom Shah just works his way out and will take the sideline hit there for the Heritage Barbarians. This is Shah just grabbing his way up the field there. Blindside press coming in by Hiran Mani on Vinny O'Connor. Vinny O'Connor's done well there, but Muggleston with a loose receive. And they've done well here to get out, have the Heritage Barbarians through Bailey Collier. Good pressure there by the Indians.
A little bit of a shoulder in there at the end.
You love to see
so
it.
There is some feeling in the game already.
Yeah, the Indians have got up early. Like I said, they will have wanted to erase the memories of yesterday quickly, and have done enough to get points on the scoreboard early. So it's the Heritage Barbarians that are going to have to work from behind in these earlier stages as Tian Byes comes forward with the ball. He's got Alex Dio, attempted tackle. Links up well in the middle of the circle. Fortunately there for Charles Cleal, he just puts that one wayward, but like I said earlier in the broadcast, this Barbarian side can attack at super speed from anywhere, and the Indian side are going to have to be really switched on.
He did pretty well. He did pretty well to get the shot away as well. Off balance and whatever, but good work. Get a shot.
And this is Vinny O'Connor coming forward onto the ball, but Brett Menez is well read there, and the Indians, the numbers up.
Here we go.
Hiran Mani in the middle of the circle, if you can find him. This is Mani. And it's a fantastic touch and goal there by Hiran Mani off the pass of Brett Menez's fantastic turnover. And Alpish, this is exactly what we expected. If these teams going to start playing end to end, there's going to be goal opportunities everywhere.
Yeah. It's going to be fun to commentate.
You see the replay there. Great pick tackle by Brett Menez as he gets his eyes up and runs on a bit of an angle, which just opens up this pass lane here. Hiran Mani in great spot. One touch past Isaac Hallam, and it is 2-0. Early doors for the Indians as Barbarians attempt to come forward here. That's just tidied up at the back by Alex Dio.
I thought that would have been a 25 hit.
In fact, that was Kieran Chiba down there, not Alex Dio, and they'll take the 16-yard hit. They're still having a conversation here about which barber is the best around town.
I thought the referee might have had a late night last night or something like that. Got a bit confused.
It was the Indians in the black shirts yesterday, so easily mixed up. But Alex Dio will come onto the ball here for the Indians, and he's got an aerial option out. It does relieve some pressure. It's a big one there by Dio. It's down as far as Tom Shah, and Ashish Kishore comes in and puts some reverse pressure on. You love to see that from your attackers. And he links up there in the midfield, and this is Milan Patel coming forward. He's got Vinny O'Connor working on him. Good defensive shaping there by Vinny O'Connor just to run Milan Patel out of space on the back line. Indians with their chests up here, Alpish. You can see 4 of them right up in frame there.
Yeah. It's like amazing what the change that happens from day 1 to day 4. Like the brains seem to be working a lot better today. No, well, back the second goal, intercept and then some urgency. But on day one, when there was a turnover, the instinct was to dribble, not to make a quick pass or do something. Where today, okay, if that second goal was anything to come by, when there's a turnover, if they sense, well, it's an opportunity to attack, and as long as if we can shift the ball quickly, then look, we're going to be dangerous. Okay, here we go.
Here comes Tian Byes on the outlet.
It's pretty good.
Tian Byes links up there with Dylan Muggleston, who earns the free hit just outside the circle. He'll
nearly
hoped he was inside, but works the ball back there, and Barbarians putting a bit of pressure on this Indian defence here, and they've done well, the Barbarians. There was just a little bit too much pressure there for Munraj Gill as he tried to exit. Flicked it up into the body of the Barbarians player there, and David Oakley left no other option but the corner, as you see here. A little bit of passing did go awry, but it's Bailey Collier who made the most of it, and there was Manraj Gill there just flicking the ball up. And we spoke about the penalty corner exploits of Dylan Muggleston. He's set up on the first bracket there for the Barbarians.
Yep.
BJ Govind in goal for the Indians will have to be solid here.
He had a good first day. Let's see what he does. Where's he going to go today? Is it going to go to the left of the goalie?
Unfortunately for the Barbarians, it's gone to the left, but that's, that's a nice touch across the front of the goal, and it is finished there by Luke Holmes, who was impressive yesterday. He just got to tournament yesterday. This is just his second game of the tournament. You see he is the original injector. Messy at the top for the Barbarians, so that'll disappoint them, but just a good heads-up play here by McPherson, and a touch across the goal there by Bailey Collier finds Holmes on the back post. And LP, we've been in here for 10 minutes and there's 3 goals.
Yeah, it almost looked rehearsed, that goal. How open he was. It was like, no, let's plan on a mistrap at the top. Hopefully the guy forgets. Hopefully the defence forgets about the push out guy.
As much as he'll claim it, I can probably almost guarantee that Clive Daniels didn't draw that one up. Here come the Barbarians again. This is Charles Cleal on the ball.
Yeah, this
is open, fast-paced hockey. This is exactly what we want to see here at Heritage Hockey. And that is Cleal getting the ball 3D. Manraj Gill struggling with it. But he's done well enough there to earn the free hit. And Nedish Sukha will just walk onto the ball as calm as he likes. Ops against the overhead ball. He's got Prashant Patel there linking up with Manraj Gill, but little execution there. And both teams making the ball do the work, which A, will please the coach, and B, will please the legs at the moment, because it is day 4 and they want them to be...
Pleases me watching as well. Well, it is a team game, right? So, look, we might as well just utilise everybody on the field.
Yeah, it's good ball movement from both sides here. It's the Indians that find themselves up 2-1 through goals to Hiranmani and to Sajan Patel. Fantastic solo effort for the first one to Saj Patel, and then lovely bit of intercept into attack through Menezes, found Hiranmani there. And it was a penalty corner breakdown through Luke Holmes, put away for the Heritage Barbarians. And it's an exciting start, and if we get 65 minutes of hockey like this, it'll be an absolute treat. As
a 7-5 scoreline.
Yeah, Muggleston just tips the ball forward there to Liam Adams. If it's 7-5, we might be at 7-5 by half time, the way things are going here. Unable to be brought in there by Regan Jurovic.
Yeah.
So the Indians will have the opportunity from the sideline through Kieran Chiba here. And here's Hiranmani, the goal scorer. He's got... he doesn't have the ball any longer. He does now.
He just needs some help. Some guy around.
And Regan Jurovic just unable to pull the ball away there, but Hiranmani showing off a little bit of 3D skill. He's got Ishan Patel there, and that's a touch pass in to the circle. If the Indians can get on the back of it, Kashish, he's done well there. Ashish Kishore, just to get something going goalward.
That little sneaky stick to touch the ball.
Yeah, just spun away from the defender and Vinny O'Connor there and unable to get to it. It's on his foot, and we spoke about penalty corners. It's one each way here, and Nedish Sukha will step up on the first bracket for the Indians. In fact, he's rolled on to the second, Nedish Sukha. Got Manraj Gill on the first bracket. Now switch back to one. And the German option. Yeah, Manraj Gill on to Nedish Sukha, and it's just come off the stick there, I think, of Ishan Patel, unable to be deflected into goal. So a little variation off the first for the Indians.
Actually, that looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was a slick execution off the top. Just couldn't find the post. And this is Hiranmani again, working outside Regan Jurovic. He's going to have to be careful here, Jurovic. Dylan Muggleston does well to work out through Vinny O'Connor. O'Connor trying to go over but doesn't get the purchase on that one he would have wanted. So the Indians stay on attack here if they can find Nitish Sukha in the middle of the field. And Raj Gill just rolling back to Alex Dio. They've got a big overlap on the right. Here is that overlap. Johnny Moonlath doing well to get across in defence. And just hits the foot there of Toby Platt.
Yeah, just back to the penalty corner. If you look at day one and how the Indians, their penalty corner, like, you know, they'd be the first to admit that it was below standard, like the execution. Whilst this one didn't hit the target, it was pretty well executed. It's amazing just what a couple of days together does for teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Execution starts to happen. You know, guys know where people are going to be. They can talk through a couple of options and they get time to practice it. It starts to get scrappy here in the middle of the field for both sides, and it's Liam Adams diving there that just does enough to earn a free hit. Vinny O'Connor on the ball for the Heritage Barbarians. And he's got a Thomas Shah in the back there. They want to keep the ball moving at pace. This is Alex Dio's come onto the ball here for the Indians. He's got Caleb Williamson working on him, but the free hit coming for Alex Dio. Umpires out there today are Dan Burt and David Oakley for this men's bronze medal match, and this is Nitish Sukha on the ball for the Indians. He'll work into his midfield. Good entry and great exit there.
Oh, well done.
From Manraj Gill. That's a lovely bit of team play. And entry there to Saj Patel. Saj going for another one. This is probably some of the best hockey we've seen. Yep. And Saj Patel picks another one. He's got two players on the inside if he can find them. There is one of them, Hiran Mani. And Hiran Mani just finds the glove there of Isaac Hallam. Great save. Saj Patel wants another shot here. Tommy Shah does well there just to intercept that. And the Barbarians will earn the exit. And they'll breathe a big sigh of relief there. Indians coming streaming down the field at them. When they get their heads up, the Indians, they're impressive to watch going forward. Mani will be disappointed he didn't add to his goal tally there, but it was a great save by Isaac Hallam. The Barbarians just offered the opportunity here to reshape. This is Holmes. He just rolls it back out to Vinny O'Connor. Vinny O'Connor sit on the ball for a second before rolling it out to the left side. This is good ball movement here by the Heritage Barbarians. They've strung a few passes together.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Caleb Williamson just unable to pull it under control there. But Manraj Gill under a bit of pressure. He's got two Barbarians sweating on him at the moment. And they've done well, the Barbarians. So unfortunate there.
Yeah.
Sighs of relief at both ends of the field.
It was actually, great ball movement from the Barbarians on that play, like not utilising the full areas of the field as well, not just hanging down one side or whatever. They transferred it to the middle, to the other side, and that. I like seeing that type of ball movement, like just keeping the game open, keeping it out of keeping the ball away from congestion.
Yep, and that hooter does bring us to the end of the first quarter. Alfie, that went so fast. What a quarter of hockey for everyone that's watching us live on New Zealand Heritage Hockey Facebook page, the Sky Sport Next YouTube channel, or the FIH app. That's 17 minutes of absolutely cracking hockey. And it's 2-1 to the Indian men who scored in the first couple of minutes through an individual bit of brilliance by Sajid Patel. And then doubled their lead only minutes later through a turnover in the midfield of Brett Menezes, played forward to Hiran Mani, who tapped in past the goalkeeper there, and it wasn't the without answer as Luke Holmes tapped one in. This is the brilliance here of Saj Patel. He beats a couple of defenders, keeping the ball off the deck, and it's a tidy finish up in the roof there. Tom Shah unable to get a stick to that one, which put the Indians up early. Both teams with opportunities though, and we saw a couple of entries here, both ends of the field, as the game stretched out pretty quickly. But it was high quality play as Tian Byes came forward here with the ball on the outside of Alex Dio and linked up with Charles Cleal. And he would have liked the shot again, but he got a shot away. And this is Vinny O'Connor. This is the turnover here with Brett Menezes, and finds Hiranmani here, and this is fantastically put away for the Indian second goal. And we were only 5 minutes into the game, down 2-0, but it was the Barbarians coming back through this penalty corner earned here off the stick of Manraj Gill, which set up the penalty corner opportunity for the Barbarians. And though it was scrappy at the top, certainly not the execution they would have liked out of this section, it's a heads-up play here by McPherson. That taps the ball across, and it is Holmes there who puts their goal away. A couple more opportunities either way, especially to the Indians, who had a couple of valuable chances to extend their lead, but were unable to do so, including this little bit of brilliance here by Kishish Ashore, setting up the penalty corner for the Indians. And back into action, here it is. The Indians with a, probably not the overhead Neitz was looking for, but he'll get it back again and find Alex Dio.
Okay, let's hope the second quarter is just the same as the first.
That's a great receive there by Milan Parsot.
Yeah.
Oh, and he comes forward, and unfortunately after you lose possession too often, you just swing that stick hoping to get it back.
Yeah.
And here comes Dylan Muggleston on the ball for the Heritage Barbarians. He's been electric going forward, linking up with his attackers. And the feature of the first quarter, of course, Alpesh has been the ball movement. Just a smart play by both teams so far.
I've been like watching this. You kind of want the guys to be a bit tired before they start the first game.
Oh, and here's Tian Baez links up. It's Cleel again on his reverse stick in the middle of the circle. Brett Menezes does. He's just judged there to have infringed on his way out, did Brett Menezes. So Dylan Muggleston will work his way around the dotted circle, and this is Muggleston throwing a ball into the mixer there. Foul by the Heritage Barbarians will release the pressure there on the Indians, and it's Nitish Sukha on the ball. He's got players stretching up the field. That's the first goal scorer, Saj Patel.
I like that camera angle when you can see the whole field when the defender has the ball. I like to see the the movement of the players further up the field.
Yeah, it's awesome to have good
like
quality.
Here, it's awesome. Yeah,
good quality look at what the players are looking for and looking at, and what pressure they're under.
Yeah.
It's reconsolidated in the middle. That's Jaden Dyer there trying to touch the ball in for the Indians. Just got up a little too high off the stick, so the Barbarians will be able to come forward. That's a great intercept there by Nitish Sukha, and he's got his eyes up. Coming forward, he needs players in the circle. Here is Nitish Sukha still coming forward. Jaden Dyer with a second opportunity.
What's he doing up there?
Nitish Sukha still up in the circle. He's done well. They'll keep possession through the long corner. Heritage Barbarians scramble well there. See off multiple shots from the Indians. The Indians pressing here early in the second quarter, just as they did in the first. And this is Jaden Dyer here for the Indians. Gets the entry. A couple of Heritage Barbarians tackle each other, and they come out through Cleel. Only as far as Dio here for the Indians, and this is back out to Ashish Kishore. Kishore out there, of course, replacing the injured Keenan Bicker from the first game. Sustained pressure here by the Indians. The Heritage Barbarian men under a lot of pressure. Tian Baez just rolls the ball back to Vinny O'Connor. He's got Ashish Kishore there right on him. He goes back there to Jurovic. A couple of Seagulls looking for the chips there, all calling mine.
Well done.
That's Brett Menezes again on a fantastic intercept. That's 2 for Brett there. Awesome to see his dad Jude back in the country to see the last game of Heritage Hockey Tournament. Obviously Jude over in Japan currently, or had been over in Japan coaching the Japanese national women's side. He just landed back in the country for Easter with his family. Brett Menez is out here playing well so far for the Indians. And here is Nedish Suka. Like I said, LP finding his way a little further up the field than in previous days.
What? What's get on the scorecard or something like it's working. Yeah, tell his mum and dad, nah, I scored a goal today. Yeah.
And Jaden Dyer
Great
there,
skill.
not able to put it on the
he
foot.
didn't.
It's at
Okay.
the hand there of the defender for the Barbarians, but Saj Patel working hard there. Well tackled there by Jordan Whittleston, who will attempt to come out, but it doesn't get far for the Barbarians. And this is Saj Patel again. He's got Ashish Kishore in the circle if he can link up. Saj Patel trying to force the issue of the penalty corner, but it doesn't come.
Yeah.
Oh, and umpire Dan Burt just trying to blow the P out of the whistle there. Just make sure everyone knows that he blew it. Here is Nedish Suka.
Games.
Lovely entry. Good bit of work on defence there by Vinny O'Connor.
Bit scrappy for the last couple, but hopefully we get.
Oh, this is pretty.
Yeah,
this
here
is
we
pretty
go.
build up here by Dylan Muggleston on the outside of Alex Dio. Lloyd McLaughlin's run the wrong way for him, but Muggleston will do it himself. It wasn't the most convincing work by the Indian defenders, but it is clear, and it will be.
Oh, come on, scrambling defence. That's a defensive strategy.
It will be crisis averted.
Yeah, yeah.
But we just saw a period there of the Heritage Barbarians under a lot of pressure, and that's how quickly they can break out. When they get the likes of Muggleston, Cleel, Holmes, Lacey all working forward together.
Actually, it was a good attack. Got a little bit of pace up in that midfield there.
This is Tom Shah at the back for the Heritage Barbarians. Saj Patel just pushing forward into the full press. It's just just too far away there, the striker for the Barbarians.
I'd like to see the centre midfielder working a bit harder to get open when the defenders have the ball at the back there. Like I always think, every time you're around the ball, like whoever's around the ball has to work really hard just to be open. It's all well and good, like saying, oh yeah, I'm running a line or trying to take someone out away from the ball to open up another pass. But okay, let's have a look here. Hopefully, the centre midfielder is he gonna work a little bit harder to become an option for the guy with the ball.
Yeah, that's it. It's key to turning that press around, because if three pressing strikers are able to only worry about the guy on the ball and not even be concerned about their line, it makes it easy in the press for them. As the Indians just transferred the ball well here through Alex Dio, they've got Milan Patel coming forward. And they'll win the free hit. It's actually Milan Parsot working with Saj Patel.
So do you know if Milan Parsot's grandfather's at the ground today or this weekend?
I'm
he
not
was like
sure.
A stalwart of New Zealand Indians hockey. Like, I think
Hit the post there and just rolled past.
the
stick of her and Marnie.
Get the no. So his grandfather I think played 50 years of Indians hockey tournaments.
Wow.
Like just this amazing stat. Yes.
I'll have to get Suresh to go looking. I'm sure he's, if he's not here today, I'm sure he's been here over the weekend.
Yeah. Like it's I don't know if 50 is correct, but it's some absolutely enormous number of tournaments.
And such is the history and enriched culture of the Indian Hockey and Sports Association in New Zealand. We've been running QBTs for a long time.
Yeah.
And here comes the Indians with some pretty slick passing. Just escapes Ishan Patel there, and Vinny O'Connor does well to work the ball out through Toby Platt and Liam Adams for the Barbarians, and here they come at pace. We've got Williamson and McPherson. They've done well there if they can link up.
Yeah.
Some free-flowing hockey as they go forward. Yeah. Good umpiring there by David Oakley, just to see where the advantage sat, and it wasn't on the chase, unfortunately. So the Barbarians will keep position up on that left side of the field, working the edge of the circle. But Nitish Sukkar gets over there and extinguishes that fire. Tidy work on the sideline there by Nitish Sukkar. He's making a smoothie over there, putting a couple of guys in the blender. There is Nitish Sukkar looking over. He's got Saj Patel if he can reach him. Just into crowded spaces there, as judged by the umpire. So, fortunately for the Barbarians, because Saj Patel was trying to rein that one in, probably had got away from him, but they will keep possession here. And this is Dylan Muggleston, who's been fantastic all week. He links up there well with Liam Adams. Liam Adams has Nitish Sukkar. Sukkar the better of that challenge, and here he comes. Alpesh, you called him Mr. T on the first day. I called him Bert Munro, the world's fastest Indian, the next day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Here comes Manraj Gill.
Yeah. We'll probably have to think of something for him today. Let's see what... But has he got new shoes? Has he got new shoes? I can't remember the purple shoes from the first day.
No, they may be a new effort out there. I definitely remember the blue and pink stick. But they could be new speed spikes.
Yeah. Got the old slicks on for the last day.
Here's Muggleston just trying to link up, throws it a little too far ahead of Bailey Collier. Hasn't seen the goals this quarter, but there is still some opportunity both ends of the field. It's lost a little bit of execution. We were very impressed with the first quarter, but not through lack of effort, as both teams do try and press forward. And it's intercept hockey here for Dylan Muggleston.
There's a real chance.
He's got the pace. If he can get outside one more. Fantastic defensive touch and pick up there by the Indians, and they come back counter-attack hockey with Saj Patel now coming forward. He's got Mani and Ishan Patel, and it's just the back of his stick there, unfortunately for Saj Patel.
Okay, are we going to go to the other end?
If they can open up, there's some space over there. Charles Cleal on the ball. Luke Holmes is over the other side of the field. If they can get it to him, he's come back into the midfield now, does Holmes with the headband on. Tough one to pick up that for Toby Platt over on the left side of the field for the Barbarians, and this is Manraj Gill. He's got Prashant Patel, and he's got a physical little challenge there by Tom Shah to make sure her and Marnie didn't run around him again. This is Vinny O'Connor for the Heritage side. Good hustling work here by the Indians. And Ashish Kishore will come forward off the ball, and that is Milan Pasotam there. Just gets the stick of Caleb Williamson. Pasotam on the ball. Dio decides otherwise to the potentially intercepted ball across to Sukkar. That's a better option there out of Devidi Bika. And it is Dio here. This is Bika. Bika again out to Sukkar. Good pressure there by Mounlath for the Barbarians, and they're off to the races. We've seen this be so successful for them, this turnover hockey, the Barbarians, but scrambling across is Dio. Unable to be brought in. This is Luke Holmes coming forward on the ball. He's got Tian Byes on the outside, links up with Byes. Ashish Kishore does well to turn him away. Vinny O'Connor's there for the Barbarians. He rolls it back out and gets it again going forward. Vinny O'Connor, nice reposition. Some scramble at the top of the circle there between both teams will end in a free hit out for the Indians. Alpesh, it's been another quick quarter. We've got just 3 minutes to go in this second spell before half time here. Like I said, it has lost a little bit of its tidiness.
Yeah, yes. I was just thinking, like the last attack from the Barbarians, they strung a few passes together, and I think now when everyone's getting tired, I think that should be the goal. Like, look, let's make 3 or 4 passes. Establish a bit of control. Give our attackers a little bit of time to get organised, and then have a crack. Like, it's nothing worse than, I guess, a one pass attack and then a turnover.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. We've had 2 passes. Okay, now we get an intercept. Okay, we've still got the ball. Here we go. Okay, we've got 1.
Secondary turnover here.
2. Okay, cool.
Good skill there shown by Bailey Collier to keep possession. This is Regan Jurovic looking for the entry, unable to link up there with Charles Cleal, and just had a message through from Luke Aldred, part of the New Zealand Pacifica men's side. He'll be looking to put in a big performance for his team in today's gold medal match coming up a little later on the broadcast. They were very good yesterday against the Indian men as it all came together in front of goal for them. But it's a big challenge going up against the Māori team later in today's final.
Have they reinforced the goals for his penalty corner flicking?
yeah, they've put double nets on for Luke Aldred. He's,
probably had to repair us from the first day.
Yeah, he's watching this game with intent, obviously checking out the goal-scoring numbers of Dylan Muggleston as those two battle for top spot in the tournament. He's just sent a message making sure that it wasn't Holmes, in fact, that wasn't Muggleston, in fact, that scored the first goal today for the Barbarians and make his job tougher to pull him down. So we'll see Luke in action a little bit later, and this is the goal scorer Holmes coming forward here for the Barbarians. He's got Moonlith, well covered there by BJ Govin, not needed as it missed on the near side.
Good pass. Oh, another one.
Oh no,
okay.
Just add to the excitement, LP. Yeah, absolutely.
It had nothing to do this quarter.
Yeah, Isaac Hallam just making sure his boots still work. He's done well. And there's 15 seconds left. I don't think the Barbarians realised that because the free hit's about 30 metres ahead of where they just tried to take it from. Vinny O'Connor will wind up one more go at it. But Nedish just... just carving that one down fine leg, and they'll go into the drinks break 2-1 up. The Indians, it was a frantic first quarter of hockey. All 3 goals scored in the first quarter, and it was goals to Hiran Mani, Saj Patel, and then an answer through Luke Holmes for the Heritage Barbarians. No goals in that second quarter, but a lot of action. Did get a little more broken play. It was more counter-attack style, and we just want to see, as the legs start to die out, continue the pass rate, keep the ball doing the work and not the legs. But it's been an exciting game so far, Alpesh.
Yes, it has. The last game, it can go either way, right? It can be exciting or it can be scrappy. I hope the coaches at halftime say, look, hey, you guys you all have your own standards. Let's just play to those standards. The quick turn, the 1 pass possession or 1 or 2 pass possession and then a turnover. I don't think either team wants to keep doing that for the rest of the game. I'd say for the coaches, no. Put some pressure on the players to say no. Let's make 3, 4, 6 pass possessions, and the more they do that, I think the more pressure they can apply to the other team, and it's going to be just fun to watch for us.
Yeah, both these teams have certainly the ability to attack fast and play counter-attack, but it's going to be the team that can mix it up and balance that with some built-up efforts and periods of possession and playing at the right end of the field.
Yeah, even the counter-attacks, it still takes 2 or 3 passes, right? Like to get the ball down the other end. But
It's a great save on highlight there from Isaac Hallam.
Yeah.
Saw Hiranmani unable to score that third for the Indians, but you're right. Even the counter attacks do need to be strung with numbers. It's very difficult to pick the interceptor halfway and get there by yourself. So teams will want to make sure they play those well.
Look, it'd be quite cool to see someone go coast to coast, right? But it's unlikely to happen. The 100 yards to dribble the balls, but it takes a bit of effort. It's not quite like the basketball-sized court.
Yeah, it was action both sides for both teams, and it was guys like Dylan Muggleston here, which we can see getting around the outside of and inside of Alex Dio. And very nearly created opportunities in front of the goal of BJ Govind for the Heritage Barbarians. And this one hit the post, and unfortunately Hiranmani had probably given up on that play there as it came right past him.
Actually, BJ Govind's been pretty solid in goal Indians today. Just looks pretty composed.
Yeah, he's good strong presence there at the back for the Indian side. He's making sure he's getting in good positions in front of the goal. He's had a fair bit to do in this quarter. You see it in good spots, covering a lot of the goal there. Fortunately for the Indians there, ball not on target by Johnny Moonlith for the Barbarians. And this is Isaac Hallam with a bit of showmanship late in the quarter there, just making sure everybody knew that he was still on the park.
Yeah. Probably wanted you to say his name, call his name. He was unhappy that you calling him out enough.
Yeah, I'll make sure he's got his highlight for Instagram. He'll post that later on the week and tag everybody involved.
Brad called my name. Brad called my name.
Yeah, and it is half-time here between the New Zealand Indians and the Heritage Barbarians. It's the bronze medal match, brought to you live thanks to Local Gecko Productions and the works of Sky Sport Next YouTube channel, New Zealand Heritage Hockey Facebook page, and the FIH app here from Kolmar Sports Centre in Papatoetoe. Bronze medal game between the Indians and Heritage Barbarians. Score at the moment 2-1 to the Indians, thanks to an opening brilliant goal by Sajjan Patel and a secondary intercept and finish by Hiranmani, answered not long after by a penalty corner tap-in from Luke Holmes. Sees the scores sit at 2-1. As the teams come back out for half-time here, it will be the Indians playing left to right in their white strip, and the Barbarians playing right to left in the black strip. That's Luke Holmes, the goal scorer, on the ball, and they'll have first use of it. Alpesh, what do you think Yogs was saying to these Indian boys at halftime?
I'd say, okay, just establish control. Establish control. That's all. I mean, they've created enough so far, but okay, I'd just say, okay, get control and get some urgency on the ball. That's all.
And here comes Jaden Dyer up the field for the Indians. They'll want to string some periods together here. It's unfortunate there for Milan Patel. Just turns the ball over and Vinny O'Connor will look forward.
And I say for the Barbarians, just get more ball. Get more ball, because these guys, the Barbarians just seem to be able to go forward. They just seem to be able to go forward.
Oh, and here is some go forward for Luke Holmes.
Yeah,
they earn that free hit and they take it really quickly. It was Regan Jurovic unlocking Luke Holmes going forward, and Holmes was the goal scorer. There just puts it over the goal of Bijay Govind for the Indians, but an early shot fired by the Barbarians. They'll want to level this game up as quickly as possible and get into the grind of things. Great leave ball. Sets Hiranmani free up the left side of the field for the Indians, and he links up with Jaden Dyer. Just unable to pull it in on the baseline there, but going end to end for the Indians.
Okay, it's an enterprising start to the second half.
Yeah, it's in that swing period of the game here just after half time, where if the Indians can score first, they of course put double their lead and get the 2-goal buffer back. But if it's the Barbarians that can score first, game's all square and we're on again as the Indians come forward here by Milan Patel. It is Jaden Dyer working with Patel down on the baseline, and
well done.
Fantastic work there by Ruamba Zadenhout, who is back in goal for the Heritage Barbarians. He'll prove a tough wall to crack here.
It was a good shot as well, like sort of off balance and all that, trying to get power. He did well.
Yeah, the key there is those scrambles in front of goal is just get something going. Goalward, force a save out of the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Zadenhout equal to it, but it's good enterprise here by the Indians as Alex Dio just tries to get on the outside of Charles Cleal. He'll do enough to earn the advantage. But just rolls it out over the back line, not quite on the same page with his teammate there. The Barbarians will come out of the back through Vinny O'Connor. Yeah, we can see there, like you say, Alpish, just like a midfielder coming a little bit closer to break up that press of the Indian side. It's lovely work there by the Indians, but deflected across the back line by the defence of the Heritage Barbarians. There's opportunities coming here. That's Hermanni still working really well up there for the Indians. Thought he'd done enough to win a free hit, but they come away, the Barbarians, through Tian Baez, and Alex Dio choosing just to chuck that one out over the sideline and break down a quick attack. This is Vinny O'Connor. He's got Tom Shah there with him, and he just splits the two would-be receivers there.
Yeah, which one of you guys want the ball?
Yeah. Neither of them probably had the legs to grab that one today.
Yeah.
We see Nij Suka just roll the ball in there.
See, yeah, like that kind of ball movement's really good. Like, just knock it in the midfield, get some guys working off each other.
Yeah, Indians up in the press. They want to keep pushing forward here. They know that the 1-goal advantage is never a comfortable one here, especially at Heritage Hockey, the way things have gone so far in the tournament. This is Tian Baez on the ball. Just plays this forward to Lloyd McLaughlin, who wins the free hit on Nitesh Suka, and the touch pass in here. There's guys streaming down on this from both sides, and that is the style of the Barbarians, just to come at pace. Alex Dio does well there, getting his body in the right spots for the Indians, and it's a nice little turn out to Suka. Suka there finding Prashant Patel, and they got Ishan Patel there, just trying to figure out whose turn it is. Kieran Chiba just runs out of space there on the sideline for the Indian men. He had a couple of players there with him, but just unable to link up. This is Muggleston getting in nice and close. He's received well. Good reposition off camera there by Vinny O'Connor, and he's received unable to there. Saj Patel putting some pressure on him, and Saj will come forward at Vinny O'Connor. Needs to find a pass here. Done well as Saj Patel, and it's.
Oh, he's done, yeah. Oh,
I thought it looked like. It may have hit the foot. I'm at distance at this end of the field, but David Oakley a lot closer than we are.
Yeah.
Still
so in the end, you'd say well defended.
Yep. Tian Baez just coming out of the back here. This is getting physical already.
Like, he made a great pass. Sorry guys. Got a bit excited. Like.
Yeah, there was opportunity for the Barbarians to be off at pace there. They will enjoy, though, the one-man advantage for a short while. They'll be hoping to make the most of it.
It was such a good pass. Like, falling over, finds a guy like on the opposite side of the field, running onto the ball. and then the ref blows the whistle.
Tom Shah with a good receive there, and he'll earn the free hit. He's got numbers ahead if he can link up. I've got the advantage for a player not being 5, and it's the penalty corner there, 4, not 5, and he's probably going to be carded for it. And it's yellow there for an intentional put the foot out.
Yeah.
Going down that sideline there as Tom Shah was trying to play fast through to Charles Cleal. It's just been, as we see the replay here, Tom Shah trying to play this one quick, and yeah, it's pretty cynical there by David Mbika. He just stuck the boot out at it, and they were under penalty advantage, and he will sit on the sideline for at least 5 minutes. So the Indians down to 9 in their defence. Obviously they've still got 4 plus the goalkeeper in the penalty corner, but they won't have as many legs coming back to help as the Heritage Barbarians line up at the bracket with Muggleston at 1. That's a really tough line run there by Nedish Sukkar, and he walks it off like nothing happened. He runs that barrel run really well, and Muggleston unable to get anything away there. Still Muggleston on 1, O'Connor on 2, and it's a reset here. They'll get the second shot, and great save by BJ Govind in goal there.
Yeah.
Getting nice and low, seeing the ball onto the boot, and they did have penalty corner advantage off the flick there of Muggleston, which hit the second runner, I think, this time. He's picking them out and trying to slow them down. And the Heritage Barbarians now with confidence up. And it's another one. Brett Menez is there just coming in on the reverse stick. It's a tough thing to do when a guy's in advance on your reverse stick like that. And the Barbarians will earn themselves another one here.
So if you're an attacking team, you've got penalty corner advantage. Would you want to take the reverse stick shot, or would you rather have a, no, we'll just go for a penalty corner again, we don't want the advantage? You know, like, yeah, I've always wondered, what would teams want to have?
Yeah, I think they'll decide that after it goes in or not.
Yeah.
And that one is in. Vinny O'Connor just goes low stick side of BJ Govind. To answer your question there, Alfish, I think if that reverse stick shot goes in, they all say that they wanted the reverse stick, and when it doesn't, they want the corner. But as we see the replay here, they just got a change up to the second bracket of Vinny O'Connor. And it's a good deceptive low flick there.
He's hooked it. He's hooked it beautifully, right?
Yeah, it's a great finish there by Vinny O'Connor, and he levels things up here for the Barbarians. Remember, the Indians down, they are back to 10 players now, but will be without the services of David Mbika for at least another 4 minutes here as the Indians come forward, and they've got a little bit of a wind in their sails. Now this game is going to be full of momentum changes and shifts in the back end of this game. We're midway through the third quarter of action here between the Indians and the Barbarians. Scores now level up 2-2 through the penalty corner exploit of Vinny O'Connor. And as mentioned a little bit earlier, Luke Aldred will be happy that it wasn't Muggleston that put that one away and added to his goal tally. Obviously Muggleston sitting on 4 and Luke Aldred has 3.
Are those two actually mates? Do they know each other, or?
I'm sure they'll be.
Is there some friendly banter, or actually, unfriendly banter?
I think Luke's a little older than Dylan Muggleston, so I don't know if they would have played a lot of hockey rep-wise together. But this is Muggleston coming forward with the ball. They'll certainly know each other after this weekend. They've just earned the free hit there. But Heritage Barbarians now with an opportunity just outside the 25-yard line with their captain Tom Shah, and he's found a recent goal scorer, Vinny O'Connor. This is a great entry up the right side. Well kept out of the circle there. He's okay with that. The Indian defender over there in Kieran Chiba. Remember, they are down a player still. The yellow card to David Mbika, and that's good little bit of work there by Milan Patel working out for the Indians, and earns the free hit. The Indians will take a bit of time off the clock if they can here. If they can link up, it's Heron Marnie chasing down. Vinny O'Connor has possession for the Barbarians. He'll ask for his defender to get in nice and close. But he finds Muggleston, and this is the counter through Luke Holmes. They got numbers in motion. Barbarians coming forward with Holmes. He's got Menezes breathing.
Next up, yeah.
Yeah, he just needed that next pass, and the Indians did well to protect the middle of the field there. Speaking of well, that's Saj Patel doing exceptionally well. They'll be happy to hear the whistle, the Indians. They, as much as they want to go forward with pace, they'll also want to get Devon and Bicker back on the field first. This is Nidish Sukkar with the ball in there. Oh, and that's just picked up a bobble on its way back out there. Tough one to take for Milan Pasodum.
BJ, could you come and dive out and slide and kick it? Yeah.
This is Luke Holmes. He's got Toby Platt on the outside. He'll look to drive into the circle. Saj Patel does enough just to make sure that that's outside the circle free hit, and they recycle out through Holmes. Holmes, who I think has played in every position except goalkeeper already for the Barbarians. He's been all over the place trying to help his team come forward, but that one beats the stick of Toby Platt there, and the Indians will wear down these final moments of David Mbika's card. And they're back to full complement here, the Indians, so did concede one goal during their period of short numbers on the field, but no further damage. Caleb Williamson finds Tamanawinu McPherson, but it's good defensive low work out there by Kieran Chiba. And it's Barbarians coming back again. Umpire Dan Burt there just asking Kieran Chiba where to get the best butter chicken from around Papatotoi. I'm sure he'll have some good advice.
Do you know where?
Oh, I wish I did.
Yeah.
As Vinny O'Connor rolls the ball out. And that's Bailey Collier on the ball. They've got some pressure on the Indians here. This is Ashish Kishore going forward. Vinny O'Connor does really well to split the two strikers there. Bailey Collier gets it back to O'Connor. And here's numbers for the Barbarians. Kishore does well. Vinny O'Connor, he's got players ahead of him. He does well to go wide to Tian Byes, and that's Luke Holmes on the ball. Luke Holmes eyeing up Manraj Gill. Decides just to keep the ball on his stick and link up with Toby Platt, trying to create shape, but that's untidy there by Platt, and the Indians will come away here with Kieran Chiba. Looks to have an improved relationship with Dan Bird over that side of the field, which is good.
So back to the butter chicken story. My uncle stays in Karaka, which is not too far away from the stadium. He cooks a mean one.
Yeah.
So if anyone's around, hit him up.
I'll take any recommendations on a good one.
It's Suresh's father-in-law.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Good work there for the Barbarians. It's Liam Adams. He links up with Dylan Muggleson coming forward, and this is the danger man.
Actually,
Luke Holmes. And Kieran Chiba does well there to clear.
You should check out Suresh's Instagram. He can cook pretty good as well.
Oh, that's a little plug there for the Instagram account of Suresh Wallab.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's really good at cooking. S-Man Pookie, Instagram. Check him out.
There's your shout out for anybody wanting some Indian cuisine on Instagram. S-Man Pookie. Hit up Suresh Wallab. He's around the turf all day today, has been all weekend. As we see Vinny O'Connor just settle things down a little bit at the back for the Heritage Barbarians. It's a good bit of 3D skill there by Liam Adams, just linking up with Caleb Williamson. Williamson can't quite link up with McLaughlin. And the Indians, with a little bit of pressure, they'll try and play small games out of here. And that's Devon Hari there, just rolling the ball back for Nidish Sukkar to relieve some pressure with the big bomb. And it's at the body there of Vinny O'Connor, so the Indians will come forward through Jaden Dyer.
Left.
Just unable to be Brought in cleanly there by Ishan Patel. Jaden Dyer did the right thing by looking at the left side of the field, and here is Ishan Patel.
Oh, good skill.
Cleaned up well there by Tom Shah from the Heritage Barbarians, and he works it up the left side of the field. Here comes Charles Cleal. He's found Luke Holmes, and it's the buzzer that beats all of them. Big quarter there, good one for the Heritage Barbarians, who levelled the score up, and we are 2-2 between the Heritage Barbarians and New Zealand Indians. Indians spent a short period of time there with 10 and 9 players on the field, and the Heritage Barbarians able to capitalise on that through the goal to Vinny O'Connor from the penalty corner. And with 17 minutes to go in this bronze medal match between the Indians and the Heritage Barbarians, Alpish, both coaches will be expecting execution, desperation, putting everything on the line. There's only 17 minutes of hockey left in the tournament for all these guys, so it'll be a big effort required.
Yeah, that was quite an entertaining quarter. It was quite entertaining. Barbars deserved their goal, but opportunities at both ends. Now, coaches are demanding things for the fourth quarter. I actually just want entertainment. Okay, put on a show for us. Come on, guys. Showcase your skills. Showcase how much you love hockey. Show everyone what you got, and I'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, it is a big final quarter here. Coming up, it's the bronze medal match between New Zealand Indians and the Heritage Barbarians, and the Heritage Barbarians getting the better of this quarter on the scoreboard. As you could see here, they earn themselves a string of penalty corners. The first one well run down there by Nedish Suka. Second one also run down, but it was a third option through to Vinny O'Connor, so this is the one that's also run down by Alex Dio. They get a secondary shot here. Well saved by BJ Govind in goal.
That's what I'd say now. I want the penalty corner.
And it was this reverse stick effort by Brett Menezes that gave the Heritage Barbarians the penalty corner to level things up through Vinny O'Connor. And we're so used to seeing Dylan Muggleston bury those ones, so good to have an extra option for the Heritage Barbarians. And
I think we didn't talk enough about the actual skill of the Vinny O'Connor's drag flick there to actually hook the ball that far, to go to get past the goalie's forehand side was very, very well done.
Yeah, absolutely. You nailed it on the head there, Alpish, to pretty much have his feet and body all lined up for attacking right post, and then dig in and swing that one around back to the left post. Really tough to defend.
And not lose any speed. Like when you do change direction, it's hard to keep the power on.
Yep.
Well, not that I could ever drag flick, but I'm just guessing that that's what happens. No, Richard Petherick, he used to drag flick pretty well for New Zealand. He's a teacher up here. He tells me all the finer parts of drag flicking.
Yeah, I was unfortunately only ever the victim on the other side of it. Here comes the Indians, and it's Hiranmani again. Just as they started the first quarter, some exciting go-forward play off a turnover almost finds Hiranmani going forward for the Indian men's side.
Since we're talking about drag flicks, I was just wondering whether the guys that stand on the line probably need to jump in the cricket nets and face the bowling machine or something.
Yeah, it's something I've seen a fair bit of around the associations, and the way that they train now is getting those bowling machines and ramping them up off off the deck, and the big cricket gloves on and the masks, and I mean, there's only one way to get practice at it, and it's getting used to it. So
wouldn't mind seeing like a
great receive there by Charles Cleal. Fantastic receive on the reverse stick.
Someone on the line play like a hook shot or a pull shot or something like that off a drag flick.
Yeah, I played a fair bit of hockey with John Child up in in Northland, and he was a big exponent of just flicking one off the shoulder on the line. Yeah, he sent
he
guys
was a
for
handy
6
cricketer.
runs. Yep, many a times.
Yeah.
Here come the Barbarians. Umpire
So,
Dan Burt just making sure that they get the ball to the right.
Stephen Kunis, of first class, played a lot of hockey as well
Yep.
in his younger days.
Yeah, still doing a fair bit of coaching up north, Steve is, in the cricket. Here come the Heritage Barbarian men. There's a lot of stick contact out there by the Indians. They will get the free hit, the Barbarians, and come forward quickly. There's no way that's 5. And that is the penalty corner. There's we can see that from this distance even. Alpesh, not a chance that he was 5 yards.
Crowd getting into it as well.
Yep, it's growing here at Colmar Sports Centre. The crowd is loud, the dugouts are loud, and with 14 minutes left on the clock, it'll be the Heritage Barbarians with first use of the set piece in the final quarter. Remember, it's Muggleston who has been clinical all weekend, but Vinny O'Connor who scored through the penalty corner earlier in the third quarter.
So we were talking about cricketers doing hockey. What about old Ross Taylor? Ross Taylor was a bit of a handy hockey player.
Was
in
he?
his time as well. Yeah. Well defended.
Yeah, great work there by Nedish Sukkar and Alex Dio on the second effort. I'd say it was probably a body obstruction there.
Did enough, yeah.
Yeah, another one of those guys I played a bit with was Brett Hood.
Oh yeah, Hoodie.
Played a fair bit of both.
Yeah. We used to be teammates. We used to be teammates for hockey. I think he spent the whole game just telling me off.
Here are the Indians just working out there. It's well done there by Prashant Patel because there was some penalty corner gear still inside the circle. And if he'd rolled the ball onto that, it would have been a repeat corner. He's also done well there just to see the ball out over the back line.
Okay. Now, Indians have been under a bit of pressure for the last couple of minutes. Now they need to get the ball down the other end. But constructively, I guess, well, not just whack it away, but work the ball down the other end.
Yeah, and here is Nedish Sukkar on the ball. He's got Will Lacey putting some pressure on him.
Just get a free hit.
Yeah, you can hear there the Heritage Barbarians encouraging Nedish Sukkar to carry the ball into that space and keep his head down as opposed to looking for pass options. He's done well to get the ball out.
Yeah, I mean that is a defensive strategy, right? Like get the head down, so effectively the ball carrier has isolated themselves.
Yeah, and this is Devon Hari on the open side here. He's got a couple of options going forward, but chooses just to roll the ball back out to Alex Dio. This is better build-up play from the Indians, but they need to keep the ball moving. And there is the go forward to Ashish Kishore, but he needs to link up now and not get isolated. He's done well, and they recycle through Prashant Patel, and that's lovely out to Devon Hari. Oh, unfortunate there, Devon Hari just takes a look at his stick and wonders where the hole was.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And as he has all game, that's Luke Holmes and Charles Cleal coming forward with pace. Trying to link up there with Dylan Muggleston, but too many Indian players in the way, and Alex Dio finds himself in unfamiliar territory coming forward with the ball. This is middle defender versus middle defender here as he lies up Vinny O'Connor. Does well here. Does Dio, and it's a tidy little touch there by Bailey Collier just to disrupt the ball down to Ashish Kishore. This is Dio again. Going forward with the ball, showing a lovely bit of skill, Alex Dio.
He's all weekend. He's just showcased really good stick work.
Yeah, and he's slowly working his way back down to his post. Kieran Chiba wondering when he's going to get back so he can get back to his normal spot. And the Barbarians will have sideline ball just inside the 25-yard line there on the right, and they link up through Muggleston. And he just gets some shape back, throwing the ball back to his middle defenders in O'Connor and Shah. It's Muggleston again. A little bit of pressure there by Hiranmani. Just trying to create the little trap midfield, but the Barbarians have transferred the ball well. And they've got this right side entry, which was so important for them in that third quarter. And they went in search of goals, and here comes Muggleston. Muggleston and Whittleston there together. Needish Suka with some explaining to do after that effort. Just puts the stick behind his back and pretended it wasn't him.
Yeah, who, me? Who, me, sir? Nah.
Just enough for the free hit, and Marnie's gone flying out of the line there at Shah, so perhaps the overlap back where it came from, but Jaden Dyer's in a good defensive position for the Indians. And it's got all the way through, somehow to Luke Holmes. BJ Govan, fantastic save there.
Great save.
And Kieran Sheba does fantastically well on his work out.
Good composure, yeah.
Well, the Indians were in good spots there defensively, but the ball got through to Holmes, and he's put one on his reverse, and BJ Govan saved the day there for the Indians in goal.
Barbarians really have had a long period inside the Indians' half.
You would say so far. I guess the Indians probably had the play of the first half, and the Barbarians the play of the second so far. As we do see the Indians come forward here, and it's a nice little touch there, just as I say it. And it is Ashish Kishore. I may have put the knockers on the Barbarians after talking up their second half, as the Indians break out in similar fashion to what we see so often from the Barbarians. It's the Indians coming forward at pace, and that is an absolutely cracking finish by Ashish Kishore there for the Indian men, putting them up 3-2 with just 8 minutes to play.
That was quite cool, eh? We said the Barbarians were like, inside the half. The Indians was battling to get out of theirs, and then they just run down and score. Yeah,
and such as hockey in general, but also how exciting has heritage hockey been this weekend to throw up play like that over and over again. You don't mind having egg on your face when it results in pretty exciting looking goals like that.
Length of the field play with passing. How great. Like, you'd want to see that all the time.
Oh, and only as far as the 25-yard line, and here's the Barbarians with the option. And BJ Govan just stick touches that over the back line. We're going to be in for a frantic last 7 minutes for those of you watching along on the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Facebook page, the Sky Sport Next YouTube channel, or the FIH app, thanks to the work here at Local Gecko Productions. Strap in for 7 minutes here of action between the New Zealand Indians, who are up 3-2 over the Heritage Barbarians in what is the men's bronze medal match here at the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament from Kolmar Sports Centre in Papatoetoe. The Indians just looking to relieve a touch of pressure there and work their way forward, get a couple of subs on the field. They're going to need the legs as we break into this last period of play here. Alpish, it's been exciting so far. There's plenty left in this one. That's a great tackle. That is the goal scorer, Ashish Kishore.
Result. Easy save.
Gets the shot on goal, and it is turned away by Bezaden Hout, who hasn't had a lot to do this half. But that's a good save by him. Manraj Gill working down on Regan Jurovic and Caleb Williamson. He does well there, Gill, if he can get the entry. Wins a free hit and takes it quickly. And after defending so well for so long, the Indians with the wind in their sails going forward now, Alpesh.
Amazing sort of bit of a turnaround in momentum.
Yeah, it's the momentum swings in hockey that make it so exciting, and the ability for the ball to go end to end in two passes at breakneck speeds makes it such an exciting spectacle. And now we've got the Barbarians doing the exact same thing if they can get numbers ahead. That's a great tackle there by Milan Patel. And now he's coming forward. He's the one who set up Kishore for the third goal. Milan Patel with a fantastic bit of skill there, and he's done well, Milan Patel. We implore the pass. It was the pass to the other team, and then he's just got his stick in and rolled it onto the foot there of Tom Shah down there for the Barbarians. And this is Milan Patel showcasing a fantastic drag. He just ran into trouble there, but that applied defensive work there just wins them the penalty corner, and it's up comes Needish Suka up to the bracket. It's the Indians with the set piece.
Is it going to be something creative off the top, or are we just going to go flip?
Oh, he's moved a little bit of leaf that may have taken some pace off the ball on his flick.
Yeah, I actually want to say, I think the Indians are better off just making a couple of passes of 1-2 or something. Oh, he scored. Okay, got it wrong.
Or we can just let Nitish Sukha pass the ball into the net there for a goal and puts the Indians up 4-2. It's in quick succession there, the Indians.
I hope the Barbarians defenders didn't hear me, and plan for a little 1-2 or something like that.
All right, here come the Barbarians streaming down. It's well taken in there by Nitish Sukha, who did just score the goal for the Indians and double the lead there. It is 4-2 now to the Indians, and 2 goals in quick succession for the Indians, one by Ashish Kishore in the second there, obviously by Sukha. Alex Dio does well there just to wear the physical challenge of Will Lacey.
Just wondering, was there... You reckon that goal there, despite the speed of the ball, was that at pull shot height or hook shot height for the guy on the line?
Well, that's a pull for sure. He's got to pull that one away.
Yeah.
As we just see, the Heritage Barbarians have opted to take the goalkeeper off. Ruan Bezadenhout will likely play no more part in this match as they try and press forward for numbers. So it is an open goal there for the Indian men as they attack. Heritage Barbarians are going to have to make the most of this to make sure it doesn't get to 5-2, but give themselves an opportunity to score 1 or perhaps 2 goals in their pursuit of the bronze medal here at New Zealand Heritage Hockey. And this is Milan Patel. Does well there just to roll it onto the foot. In fact, it may have been Saj Patel up there that time. And they've got the penalty corner. And this one I think they may as well stand in cricketing stance with no goalkeeper in there. This is a tough one to send away.
Well, has there ever been a penalty corner defence where there's actually been 5 runners? So all 5 just run at the bracket.
Yeah, it could be first time for everything here at Heritage Hockey.
Yeah. You might as well have a crack, right? Oh, I mean, okay, it is going to be a shot off the top. So...
Yeah, we've got Sukha and Dio on the bracket, so we've got 5 defenders in goal for the Barbarians without Bezadenhout. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do there. You might call for a pull shot, but I'd be pulling my pants back up after that one. That's a tough effort on the line.
Change of undies.
That's well executed there by Nitish Sukha. It's certainly easier to do without the goalkeeper in goal, but he's done well to put it in the net, and it is the Indian men now stretching out to a 5-2 win. Like I said, perhaps exercising a couple of demons from yesterday's result. The Indian boys have got themselves back up well here to be up 5-2 against this Barbarian side, but a game where the score has probably pushed a little further than the game represents, as the Indians have to defend well here. And it's a sloppy clearance, unfortunately, by Kieran Chiba. Caught in the pocket there of Luke Holmes. He's done well to
okay.
get back up. Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of a high-pitched voice for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be singing with the choir for the next couple of days. But they'll have an opportunity here just to put something on target.
He's run it off. He's fine.
Yeah, so it's Holmes there to pull the ball out. They've got Muggleston and O'Connor. O'Connor, the goal scorer earlier in the game from penalty corner. Muggleston, who has been so good in front of goal earlier in the tournament. Indians with a little bit more comfort on the scoreboard than they had 3 or so minutes ago. It's not the prettiest bit of work there, but they'll make it. They'll make something of it.
Yeah, well, it's strange the Barbarians would try a variation. Yeah, they've been so good off the top. Yeah, I just thought they'd just keep hammering. Either Muggleston or O'Connor off the top, just all day.
And that's the one you called for there, Alpush. It's Dylan Muggleston adding to his goal tally, and that brings it back to 5-3. We're under a minute to play here. The Indian team will take their time getting to their battle stations as the clock winds down. It will be Saj Patel to start off for the Indians, and Muggleston adds to his goal scoring tally. That puts him on 5 for the weekend. And a late contender after a couple of goals. We may have to look at the numbers for Nitish Sukkar as well. Have to put a couple in there.
Still time for it.
Yep, the Barbarians are still fighting. They won't give up. There's 3 Barbarians unmarked in the attacking circle. If we can get filmed down there, the Indians scramble back well. Thanks to an untidy receive there, but the Barbarians still pushing. There is O'Connor. Govin does well on the initial save.
It's like someone's going to wind up there.
This is Fun Sticks hockey. I think there's the lolly scramble shortly after this. And that will be the final hooter there and end of play between the New Zealand Indian men and the Heritage Barbarians. An absolutely cracking game of hockey to finish off the weekend for these two teams. Absolutely entertaining. For those of you that have joined us through the New Zealand Heritage Hockey Facebook page and the Sky Sport Next YouTube channel, the FIH Watch app, look, an absolute spectacle considering that this is day 4 of tournament, and a lot of these guys have played big minutes for their teams over the last 3 days. That is the excitement and the spectacle of hockey. That is New Zealand Heritage Hockey Tournament. It's the 3rd place bronze medal match has been won by the New Zealand Indians with a 5-3 victory over the Heritage Barbarians. And Alpish, a game of swings, ups and downs. It was a frantic first quarter where we saw 3 goals, then nothing in the second, and it was late in the 3rd and all of the 4th where things just started to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it was just great fun to watch. And, we're doing some, we're commentating, we're supposed to do our job commentating, but sometimes you just got to admire the skill, the endeavour of the players, and you kind of just you actually become a bit of a fan as opposed to being a commentator. And so for me, it was just an enjoyable game. It was a very enjoyable game. It was tight. It was very, very tight. And the Barbarians, when they got to 2-2, they were well in the hunt. Well in the hunt. They had they had a couple of minutes or a few minutes of sustained territorial advantage. Then the Indians, their third goal was a bit of a backbreaker. Awesome build up, and they went the length of the field to score, and that kind of, I think it really did break the confidence of the Barbarians. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see the equalising penalty corner coming up soon, I think. Yeah,
it was a interesting sequence of events here where the Heritage Barbarians were on attack for a good period of play there. They were stringing passes together. They were enterprising in their attack, and I thought that they may just be able to get the go-ahead. And this is that corner here by Vinny O'Connor, slotted down low and hard on that hook flick down to the bottom left corner, and that drew things up. And you can see some play here where like I said, we thought that the Barbarians may have been able to get the go-ahead, and there was opportunities for them in front of goal, but well turned away by BJ Govind and well defended by the Indian men when they needed to. And it was a real breakout opportunity here, similar to that one there, and that broke the the spirits of the Barbarians a little bit, because they've done so much attacking to not get the advantage on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so we'll see it coming up. A length of the field play. Here we go. I was not okay. Yeah, and this thing. I mean, full credit to the Indians, to do it, but to be on the receiving end of a length of the field, you'd be wondering, somewhere along the line, should I have kicked the ball, given a foul away or something?
And there were a few opportunities here for the Heritage Barbarians early in that fourth quarter. they had the run of the players we mentioned. We just noticed that they had gained some ascendancy, and it was just moments later that the Indian men, like you say, went full length of the field, strung some passes together, and it was an Ashish Kishore goal that separated them at 3-2. Now, I am joined in commentary by one of the Heritage Barbarians players, Vinny O'Connor. Vinny, big match out there. It was tight right up until there was an interesting sequence where the Indians just managed to click into gear, and it was only 2 or 3 minutes and you found yourselves down on the scoreboard.
Yes, I think that's hockey, isn't it? You know, we had some good passages of play and some not so good passages, but you know, it was good fun. They had a couple of strung a few passes together well, and usually just moments where we slacked off a little bit. Yeah,
and that's typical of fourth day of tournament, 3 games in 3 days. I mean, I know you might have a couple more legs than some of the guys out there that have put in the shifts all weekend, but typical there where you have swings of momentum and it's the team that can make the most of them there. We especially liked your penalty corner exploits. You come on there as Dylan just struggled to get them away down the penalty corner run lines of Neitz and Alex, who were doing good defence there. But how difficult is it to, Alpish and I talked about, to hook that penalty corner around, looking right and hooked around left? It's an exceptional skill.
Oh, you can thank Kane Russell for that one. We were doing a bit of training with Howick. We could see that the fellas were running a tight wall at Dylan. You know, he's been quite a few flicks over the weekend, so we knew they were going to come for him. And then it was just about trying to deceive the keeper, I suppose. So, bit of practice, managed to get one in.
Yeah, and first time for you at this Heritage tournament. New side we got together this year with the Heritage Barbarians, and it's an exciting concept when we're able to bring together the Indians and the Māoris and the Pacificist side, and then offer opportunities to people like yourself to represent your culture. How awesome has this event been?
Oh, it's awesome, eh? It's I think one of the best parts as well is you get to play with and against a bunch of players who you don't usually get to meet. We met most of our team met on Thursday night, and so getting to see where different players are from and different clubs and different parts of the world, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's awesome when we can bring opportunities together like that and just throw people into experiences maybe out of their comfort zone, because that's what really grows growth and development, and then you've got some young guys out there that have been fantastic all week, so you'll be proud of your side. It was a tough slog out there today. You guys played really well and it was a fantastic spectacle of hockey, so congratulations, well done on an awesome weekend.
Yeah, thanks mate.
Cheers.
We enjoyed it. Cheers. Have a good one.
It was Vinny O'Connor from the Heritage Barbarian side who put a big shift in at in the defensive efforts of his team as they took on the New Zealand Indians in today's bronze medal match. It was the Indians coming away with the victory 5-3 in the end after a late flurry of goals there in the fourth quarter. And I am joined in commentary by the scorer of a couple of those goals in the last quarter, captain of the Indian men's side, Nitish Sukha. It would have been a tough one to get up after yesterday's game. I know you guys went into the huddle pretty much straight after the final whistle yesterday and would have tried to get the boys' heads in a good space for today's game. It's a big one to get up for, and you guys would have wanted to be in the final. Really impressed with the way you guys came out this morning.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, like you said, straight into the huddle. It's just a real mental challenge, and for the young guys especially. Getting that experience. That's tournament hockey. You come win, and you don't always get the result you want, but you've got to find your way to pick yourself up, pick your team up, to make sure that you come and take something really, really positive away from it. And I think we've managed to do that this morning. Yeah,
and it was a good fast start. I mean, some individual brilliance by Saj there to start the game off, and it's after a loss like last night, you want to erase that as quickly as possible. So you can see some clear intent from you guys wanting to come out and start fast and double that up by Huron's fantastic effort. It's they started to link up really well. I thought Milan Patel was good. Saj was fantastic. Even Ashish Kishore I thought was awesome, but it was unlocked by the work of you and Alex at the back that just allowed those guys to play free-flowing hockey.
Yeah, I think it was really cool to see that the guys come into their own really today, show their flair. That's what we asked of them. Set the foundations of the team, do the off-ball work, and like you said, we've really been trying to work on how we move that pull around the back, and it gives our skillful guys up front the opportunity to really show themselves, Sarge and Heron and the likes.
Yeah, and we saw you a couple of times just push your way up the field there. Alpish was asking if it's a new pair of shoes or maybe the speed spikes that came out for today's game, and then went in search and scored a couple of good flicks there at the end. Obviously won an open net, and you hope to score those ones, but just gives your side some confidence. And you've got some young guys here. You'll be going down to QBT in Christchurch in a couple of months' time, where the guys will battle against each other, and you'll want to bring back some of these juniors again next year.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome to come away with that win and put a few goals on. Make sure we come away with a smile on our face, and I think the key thing's that bond that we've created as a team, like you said. And
yeah, speaking of the bond and the smiles, we've got a couple of the boys down there just waving out, Dylan and Brett and a few of the boys there rounded up. It's good to see that you guys have such a strong unit and a good group of guys there, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Fantastic work out there, Neats. You've been an absolute legend, so well done.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks. And that is final action from our bronze medal match between New Zealand Indians and the Heritage Barbarians. Indians coming away 5-3 winners with a couple of late goals there in the fourth quarter. Absolutely cracking spectacle of hockey, and exactly what Heritage hockey is all about. After this, we get straight into our gold medal matches, starting with the women's gold medal match between the New Zealand Māori and New Zealand Pacifica, coming up here at 12 noon midday.